Ladies and gentlemen, y'all got to forgive me. Got my son little hat on. Let me grab my phone real quick. Let me see here. Hey there, Vonnie, how you doing? Let me see here. Now I forgot I was trying to upload a video today and didn't get to, and so had to get a little break on here and pop in real quick because I went on my TikTok today, so I'm gonna be over there on my TikTok. I think it's Tony Gaskin Jr. Official. Long name because I got on there late. So if you're on TikTok, you'll be able to find me over there. I think it's Tony Gaskin Jr. Official. And I'm gonna put this here. Y'all forgive me. Let me put my description. Fill out my description box. But I saw today, my wife told me about it when I seen the rapper Kevin Gates and the influencer Brittany Renner, which I know Brittany. They got a divorce, and a lot of times we see that type of stuff happen. It really, some people say, "Oh, it's what I expected," but what we don't factor in is how it just it affects people slightly and subconsciously, and a lot of times we don't notice that when you see this stuff in the media. It'll hit you. For one, you'll see somebody and you may feel like that person didn't deserve marriage or wasn't worthy of marriage, and that can affect you. And then regardless, you may not be a hater or jealous, and then you get on board and you say, I love love and I'm happy about this, and then when you see it end, then it's like, oh, can anything work? And I've been noticing a lot of that and just seeing like so much of the back and forth still going on, and at the same time we battling spiritually. So at the same time we're going through spiritual warfare, which to the Blessed Tribe, shout out to you. As y'all see, only the Blessed Tribe can comment. I'm gonna be doing my reviews of the Pop the Balloon for the Blessed Tribe only. Somebody told me, oh, Tony, put that on there. No, for the members, because I don't get to do enough for the members. So you'll see under the video where it say join, and so I'm gonna do those hopefully one a week was my goal. So after the new one come out, I'll do a review of it, put it up for Friday night. So as you chilling Friday night or Saturday night or what have you, you'll have that. And gonna be for the members. So y'all forgive me 1 second here. I'm trying to figure out how to find this here. So I did a 8 days. Did 8 days without my phone. And y'all see when I be on here filming, a lot of times I have my phone. And I tell you, 8 days without that phone, it made me want to retire from work. Cause I felt so good, felt so free without that phone. No social media. I'm like, Lord, I need you to pass this cup from me. And that led me to this space of boundaries. And what I realized about that is you gotta be able to do what you have to do for you first. And this morning, I got up and I walked, and I had an alarm set for 15 minutes, and then I was going to set another one. I was going to walk 30 minutes, but I started filming a video. So when the alarm went off, it cut my video short. Then I shot another video for 45 minutes. I didn't upload neither one of them because I had to put them together because it'll be taken out of context, because the second one, I'm starting in the middle of conversation. So that's an hour of content that went down the drain. And that's also why I popped on here today, because those were my videos to upload today. But had to do this because I got a session, at 2 o'clock and was able to get free. But realized I needed to do this instead of bumping my session up. And one of the things that I'm learning is self-prioritization. And you got to prioritize you. So you need to look at your mental health state and see how you are viewing life, see how you are moving, and kind of check your pulse, so to speak, and really ask yourself, am I operating at my highest level? Am I operating at the best state that I could be in? And if the answer is no, which is going to be no, because rarely are we, if it's yes, God bless you, now you need to teach somebody else how to operate at that high level. But if the answer is no, then you have to look and say, okay, well, what can I do to change that? What makes me feel good? What makes me feel better? And that's not a vice, an unhealthy vice. And if you notice, we're constantly altering the chemical state of our brain. And we utilize either text message, social media, sugar, food, drug, alcohol, marijuana, gambling, porn, sex, situationship, relations. We utilize something to self-medicate. For some people, it's literally just sugary food, just Oreos and cupcakes and red velvets. For some people, it's a literal drug like marijuana. For some people, it's worse, like cocaine or pills. And whatever it is, you got to identify that. And then you have to see, what do I feel like without that? Like what am I running from? What am I afraid to confront? And you have to be very intentional about those personal confrontations. And if you have more personal confrontations, then you will have less interpersonal confrontations. Because oftentimes we are confronting someone else about what we think or feel or what we like or don't like about them, because we're not confronting ourselves. But if you have more confrontations with yourself, then you will have less confrontations with others, because you'll realize that a lot is determined by how you move and how you moving. Okay. And you'll realize that, and in realizing that, you're going to be able to see, y'all forgive me here because I'll just update more. You're going to be able to see that you have complete power over your response. So therefore, when you take control of your responses and you're emotionally intelligent in how you move, and now you don't have to argue with people as much. Now you ain't got to get mad with people as much, because you start to be able to label people and put them in a box. You be able to understand, okay, this is who I'm dealing with. So why am I letting this change my countenance? If I'm dealing with somebody that I know is a little different, a little off, or I know that is self-medicating, or I know is not living how they need to be living, why am I letting this person annoy me? And thank you, Joya. Joya on there, one of my moderators, and just an avid supporter. And even through the things that I say that could step on Joya's toes, or that she could take out of context or get upset about, this is a black woman, which is my demographic. And Rhea, it'll be saved. And she done been just weathering the storm with me. Good, bad, and ugly. When I say something I ain't supposed to say, or say it the wrong way, I notice she always seek to understand. And I do not know her in person. I don't know her in real life. Like, it's not like my cousin or something. So shout out to my moderators, as well as all the Blessed Tribe members. And y'all pray for me, because so I can get back to my reviews this week. Because last week I ran out of time trying to shoot them videos. But back to what I was saying, if you're new here, that happens often. And you have to be able to look at your situation and say, okay, well, I'm doing this right here, and this is the response that I'm getting from it. This is how it's making me feel. But what can I do in place of that? And when you do that, you about to work out again, baby.
I didn't finish until massage.
Oh, you got Tater?
I dropped him to tea.
Oh, okay. So
Training him for an hour.
they working out. Okay. You say you got 10 minutes left?
Yeah, but
Okay.
you make a coffee first?
I do want a coffee,
I
but
got 10 minutes and then we do 10 minutes of sauna.
oh, okay. It's a 20 minute. Thank you. And my wife about to finish her workout, but I'm gonna get me a little coffee. So for me, I'm not doing food yet till she cooked dinner tonight. So I'm gonna eat dinner, because she offered me breakfast. I turned it down. Now, coffee make it get a little loud sometimes, so y'all forgive me. But I like sitting out here because I got a home office, but we moving out of it right now. And so I'll be at my little desk, and I like sitting here where I get a little bit of that outside light and just a little more space for me. But so y'all forgive me, I'm a loud coffee machine. And this one of the things that I want you to think about and be mindful of. Like right now, I'm not doing food because until I eat later. And I feel good because I did my walk this morning, probably turned out to be 45 minutes. And then I did the sauna for probably another 30 minutes. Then took my shower and then started getting my work done. I had some scheduled stuff that was already on the schedule. Anything that's not on the schedule, it get pushed back. And so any calls that came in that's not on the schedule, I'm moving to where if you want to talk to me on the phone, you got to get on my schedule. I'm not gonna allow people to interrupt my day. If it's not an emergency, we got to schedule it. So I look at the rest of my day. Okay, what's all right? I got this time right here free. Then I get that time away. And what I realize is that everybody will fill up your day. They'll fill up your day and you'll be busy all day. And then you got to have a cutoff time. So my cutoff time right now is 7 p.m. Eastern. Unless I got something scheduled already on the books later that's business related. So tomorrow night, we have a call at 8 p.m. financial education, where we going through different types of insurance policies that we need and what they mean and what it is, because a lot of people don't even know about insurance. So we doing that tomorrow.
Is that called
Oh, okay, to open it. We're doing that tomorrow and at 8 p.m. Eastern. So y'all stay tuned on that. Hop on there tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Gave you the heads up. If you in Tony Gasson's Academy, then you'll get an email about it with the link. And so that's on the books. But after 7 p.m., I ain't answering no more text message. Wait till tomorrow in my text window. And that text window will be inside of 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. outside of my appointments. But in that appointment, I got to get a YouTube video done, get a TikTok video done, get an Instagram video done, get my workout, get my sauna, so I still got other stuff I got to do for me. Now, ideally would be to get those things for me done 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. But that's not always going to happen because there's a quote that says rest is productive. So sometimes I might want to sleep until 9 a.m. or sleep until 8 a.m. If I had a bad night of sleep or something, or me and my wife was up watching us a movie. Sometimes we watch a movie late. And so I still see that as productivity. And then the phone going down 9 o'clock. And I may be watching TV, but that phone is a different type of stress because the TV is not calling on you. The TV not calling on you. Hey there, Mandy. The TV ain't calling on you. TV not bothering you. Thank you, baby. My wife got a whole coffee shop here. Made me a coffee and put the cold foam on there. Got the whole coffee shop. And she normally have a little sticker. She ain't put me a sticker on there.
Want a sticker?
Yeah, give me a sticker. She got a little stickers and it say something on there. Cherie Sips or something. And so I realized your phone have a different type of call and response. Y'all look at my little stick on here. Cherie Sips Coffee Shop. Established, what did it say, 2022. Listen, well, been business. Now, see, for me, I don't like to eat and drink on the camera. I don't like, as a pet peeve. You know how you have your pet peeves? I hate to see somebody chewing and swallowing on the camera. I'm like, well, listen, I know you're trying to be relatable and all that. So, yeah. So, what y'all got to understand here, like a city girl, like the city girls, all the women that's like a city girl, they love to eat on camera. It's like, child, don't nobody want to see you chewing. You not that cute. You do not have chew privilege on the camera. So y'all forgive me when I don't want to be on here drinking on my thing. Like the city girls, JT now. And so I say, you have to be able to take care of time for you, because when you have that phone need to feed you. What I mean by that phone need to feed you. It need to be pouring in your spirit like what we doing right now, or it need to be earning you some money. If it's not fueling your spirit, and that could be laughter. That could be laughter. That could be a smile. A lot of time my wife, she showed me content on TikTok and it's dog content. And it's just the funny stuff dogs do. Or cats or little kids. Just funny stuff. And that could be good for your spirit. And you still got to do it in moderation. You don't just be sitting there laughing for 3 hours. So we have to make things count. Make life count. But you got to prioritize you. So every day you got to look and see what you got to do. What you need to do for you. And get that done. And then you fit people around that. You fit people around that because other people's goals may not be your goals. So you got to accomplish your goals. And you got to do it at your pace. So it's like this right here. If you feeding people, but it's at the expense of your mental health, and you fed and you good, then they might have to miss a meal unless they are a dependent. Meaning, if they are an adult, then they can't depend on you when it's inconvenient for you. So if you depend on me, I have to depend on me first. And I have to do for me first. And what I was failing at is I was putting everybody before myself. And it was no time for me. And it was no cutoff time to where I just sit down and relax and I just watch me a movie that I want to watch. I can't explain why I don't like all the time Tyler Perry movies. It could be because I live it, or like I be around it and I see a movie as an escape. Like I don't always want to watch a movie that remind me of all my aunties and everybody I grew up with and every family reunion and every existence. Like I be wanting my movies or TV shows to take me somewhere I ain't been. It's like me just watching my auntie. It for some reason I don't be liking that. But they saying his show is number one, and I love filmmaking, and I want to be a producer. We working on a project. My call before this is about the scripted project that we doing. That I'm gonna come to the Blessed Tribe about on a Kickstarter. I'm gonna make a Kickstarter, and we gonna raise $10,000. Whatever we don't raise, I'm gonna have to come out of pocket, and we doing a scripted project, and then we doing an unscripted project as well. That a young lady came on as an executive producer, and so she also gonna be partaking in the revenue of it, and she funding it herself. And single black woman, lawyer in Dallas, and it was her idea, and she's in one of my coaching groups. And so I said, hey, one of y'all got an idea and y'all want to fund it, bring it to me, because we all need healthy content, good stuff out there. So that's the unscripted, and that's a dating show. So I'm always working on something and doing a lot. And what I realized is that I was giving too much of me away. I never had no downtime the way I just sit and do nothing. And God bless Joya right there. Just put that old, and the link is in the description. Tony Gasson Family Foundation. And link in the description. All my important links in the description. And so I never had that downtime. And this what I want you to realize, and I want you to think about that. You are, especially everybody in the chat. I don't know about y'all that's not in the chat, because if you're not in the chat, that means you're not in the Blessed Tribe. So I don't know if you are. My Wi-Fi acting up on me. So everybody that's in the chat, I want you to think about this, because you are light. And what I mean by that, when you are light, you attract. Everybody is attracted to you. They come to you, and they want to take some of your light. They want to get your light, some of your light, because it helps eradicate the darkness that's within them. So when you are light, you attract more people with problems and issues than you do people with blessings. When you are light, it's no need for light to come around you, because you already shining. When you are light, you attract the darkness, because they want some of that light, but they don't want all the light, because they don't want everything that come with it. They don't want all the light. They just want a little bit of it, where they could see in their dark crevices and corners where they want to see at. And what happens is they start to smother your light to where you can't even see yourself no more, because you being smothered. And so for me personally, having a online presence and being a motivator and a life coach, I not only have to work with my clients, but I have to work with all of my friends, families, mentees, associates, and everybody want to get on the phone. Everybody want to connect. Everybody want to talk. And because of that, it put me into a space of where I have to always be on response, and doing things for other people. And you just have so many withdrawals and very few deposits. And to be honest with you, it's really been the Blessed Tribe. That's the only people I let chat is the Blessed Tribe, because that's all I care to see, because they supporting me. They taking that extra step and they click that little join button. Welcome, Nike or Neek or Nike. God bless you. I don't know how to pronounce everybody's name. And they took that extra step and they support the channel. So the Blessed Tribe, they'll tell you, listen, Child, I get tired of Tony sometimes because he always Tony be bringing his problems to the Blessed Tribe sometimes. These people be writing him, be asking him for this and that. He'll come to us sometimes. And here we got to get our little coins. We going in our purse trying to help somebody pay their rent or trying to help somebody get some groceries. So the Blessed Tribe has been there for me and with me, and we a blessed tribe, and we bless other people. The Blessed Tribe really is who been getting my boys program around the country, and we got 2 events coming up. We got Atlanta and we got Chicago, and I take 9 boys and their parents, some of the parents, all expense paid. Flights paid for, hotels paid for, food paid for, uniforms paid for, shoes paid for, undergarments paid for, and they getting lessons from me and men like me. They getting mentored. They seeing real life example. They getting experiences, and the Blessed Tribe donates to my 501c3 to help that. Me and my wife donate. I got friends, personal friends that I know that donate. I got one friend that really, really supports and donates. And it's been a blessing. And so when you make your life about giving, you got to be intentional about giving to you. And somebody asked me on my thing, on my Instagram Q&A, Tony, do you get the rest? And I said, no. They was like, what you do for fun? Nothing. And that's just how I was feeling in that moment, because it was so many withdrawals. But the crazy thing about it is yes, I have 3.5 million people online, but I will talk to people who don't have an online presence, and they the same thing for their family and their friends, and they feel the same way. Like everybody come to them to talk about their problems, but they don't have anyone to really go to. So then they come to me as a life coach, and I'm able to compartmentalize, and I'm able to deal with that. And it's sometimes to where sessions, it'll be too many and I have to close my sessions, or I'll do the session, and then it'll have me still thinking about the session after the session and almost interceding for the client. And I keep it business though. I don't make it friends, and I don't, pray on the phone with people and all of that. I keep it business so that it's not too personal. But at the same time, it can start to wear you out. And so what I want you to do, I want you to start to carve out some time for yourself. And I got to coach a client here in 20 minutes, so I'm going to have to go here shortly. Let me go ahead and gotta make my Zoom. Let me make my Zoom link, y'all, while I'm on here talking, and so I can send that to my client. And I want you to carve out some time for yourself and really get to a place to where you have time alone, and where you could do what you want to do, where you can do what need to be done for you, and not always be in response mode or reacting, react mode for other people. Because a lot of times what happens is we don't take that time, and then what you'll notice is you'll start to hurt you, and you're helping others. So because you taking on so much at work or so much from your family, you may start to need you a substance or a vice, and you sitting there and you looking like, man, okay, I'm helping my sister or my brother or my friend or my coworker, but yet I'm taking time off of my life, and I'm hurting myself because I'm needing to drink alcohol every day, or needing to smoke every day, or needing to, God bless you, Antoinette. And see, we've been in a recession, because I don't know when last time I seen one of them. We've been in a recession, Hey, God bless you, Antoinette. You could have put a question in there with that now. And so you'll end up hurting yourself. Think about it. Certain people you get off the phone with, you need you something. After you get off the phone, you might need you a drink. You might need you something intimate. You might need you some. You might want to watch a gossip show, some toxicity. You might need a smoke. It's something that you feel like you need to do because that conversation just stress you out. And I started to notice that. I'm like, man, we got to figure out a way to create stillness, create silence, create peace from within, so that we could come to a place to where we able to say, okay, instead of me hurting myself with this substance or with this what I'm about to look at or what I'm about to do, instead of me getting into that, let me create something that's not going to hurt me, but that's going to bless me, that's going to benefit me. It might just be watching a movie. It might be going for a walk. It might be playing a board game with your child. It might be stretching. It might be getting online and booking you a massage and being intentional. Think about it. Think about this here now. And don't let nobody be rubbing on you that they spirit off. So if you a single woman and you abstaining, don't go do a massage with a man if you heterosexual. And don't do a massage with a woman if you a lesbian. And vice versa. If you a man and you trying to abstain, then don't go have no woman rubbing all over your body in the thing. You might have to hire a man who and just be manly about it. I got a massage one time. They ain't had no women there, and I'm a married man though. So and my wife booked me massages with a woman because she know I don't want no man rubbing on me because I really don't know how he get down. But with a woman, I could separate it, and this is a business transaction. She's a professional. I see her like a doctor. And so you got to be mindful about that. But think about it. You could go and do something that's going to hurt you with what you're eating or what you're drinking or what you're watching or what you're doing. And you may look and say, okay, I spend X amount of dollars a month on this right here, but it's not benefiting me. Like it's not helping me. It's more so hurting me. If let's say you spend $100 a month on alcohol. Well, the alcohol is not helping you, it's hurting you. And that 100 then could be spent on workout classes or on a massage or on a facial. And it's something that's going to actually benefit you. So we got to think about, where do I need a release, and what type of release is going to take me to the next level. Because it's certain releases that people will chase. And it's like, okay, yeah, you had a release, but that was a release in lascivious. Now it has inspired lasciviousness. Now you had that release, but now you lusting more. Now you craving more. Now you desiring. Now you about to go get into sin because of that release. Whereas you could have went to the movie theater, could have went and got a massage, could have went and got a facial, could have went and got your hair done or your nails done, and spent that money there. And you think about what are your triggers, things that stress you and that get to you, and then what's your medication? What have you been using as medication? What substances have it been? God bless you, Candace. God bless you. Oh, amazing. Shout out to one of my new insurance agents at 1322 agents. That 1322 come from Proverbs 1322. And so Candace, one of the agents on the team, God bless you. So, and wherever Candace, what state she in, when she get her license and get set up and get trained, then what I'm gonna start doing for my agents is posting they calendar link to where they can have, and they'll have one of the other agents on there, because on all our calls we try to have like 2 agents for accountability, so that an agent don't make a mistake and miss nothing. So if you're in Candace State, you'll be able to, once you get trained, you'll be able to have her write your policy, and we'll have another agent on there that's with her, that's, you know, making sure she ain't missing nothing, and they holding each other accountable, so that way you able as a client to get the best policy for you. So click the link in the description if you don't have insurance, and so you can have a free, no obligation call to see what your needs are, and you'll see that. And then my agents be on those calls too, getting trained and learning. And so we in this thing to do this thing the right way. And so I want you to realize and understand that, and get to a place to where you can start to put you first. Start to put you first, and start to go to a place to where you have your homeostasis, to where you don't have to be in react mode all the time. And congratulations on that Porsche. And you able to take care of you. And we gotta develop daily discipline, whatever that is. If that's walking every day, if that's reading your Bible every day, if it's intermittent fasting every day, if it's having days where you have no sugar, no added sugar, and then you don't overindulge and eat an entire watermelon or entire pineapple, you know, something to where you still running up your sugar, I guess, because now you overindulging in natural sugar, trying to compensate for the artificial sugar. And y'all forgive me, I had to take a sip on my coffee. I don't like eating and drinking on the camera now, for anybody who on here new. And so think about that. So right now, I have not ate today. I'm having me a coffee, and I had me 2 lemon perfect waters. Beyonce one of their investors. So if she be doing any debaucherous stuff and any of that Satan images in her videos again, I might have to start drinking that. But that lemon perfect water so good. And it was a man who just went around to some people, got this water made. He worked in the sports industry, got all this man raised tens of millions of dollars for that lemon perfect. That water so good, no sugar, it's only 10 calories, vegan, GMO free. Thing good. I had me 2 of those. So I had 2 of those and a coffee. And I feel good. I ain't had a coffee now, I had a few sips, and I feel good. And I'm gonna eat tonight. And when I eat, I'm gonna actually be hungry. So that's another thing I'm realizing, like, Tony, you could shed pounds by just waiting until you are actually hungry, like really hungry. Not just eating on routine, oh, let me eat breakfast, let me eat lunch, let me eat dinner. No, let me eat when I'm hungry. Because my ancestors had to go hunt for their food. So they didn't have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they had to feed the whole village. So it wasn't no opulent, big old plate at breakfast, big old plate at lunch, big old plate at dinner. They had to go hunt and get it. And then you got to clean it, whether it's out the earth or whether it's roaming the earth. And then when the land is barren, now you got to travel. So now you got to travel, and maybe for 2-3 days with no food and only getting to drink water when you come up on a well, come up on a water station, somewhere that got some water that you can actually drink. And if you don't know the water quality, now you can't even drink. And so that's where the dry fasting come in. And that's why we built like machines. And I want you to think about this spiritually, and I want you to think about this logically. When Africans were sold to America by other Africans, and Africans was put into slavery, how you think them Africans was built? And how you think humans said, we finna use these humans to pick this cotton and to do all of this stuff instead of machines? So how you think an African had to be built? Like a machine? Built like a machine. Abs, muscle, just, and even if you can't see it, just there, because eating from the land. Whether that's the animal, the fruit, the berries, and drinking from the land, the water. And so now, if you look at us today, we struggle with our mental health, our physical health, and we got to go to work. We got to go to war. And that's why I released the audio book for men, and it's entitled War, but it's an acronym for Wisdom After Rebellion. And so when you think about it, we carry ourselves like, you know how the saying say, should have never gave them no money. Should have never gave them freedom. Should have never gave them this, should have never gave them that. You know how sometimes you give somebody some money and they go to acting different? It could be your child. Give them some candy, let them stay up late, let them get a game, let them get a cell phone, let them get an earring, let them get, and they go to acting different. And you be like, man, shouldn't have gave your butt nothing. And so that's the thing. It's like we lost control. We lost personal control, because when we came from having to live off the land without all of this opulence and without all of this access in Africa, and then we came to America, and it's all of this access, it's all this extra stuff, it's all this commercialism. And then we fought for freedom, and then we get freedom, and then we get to partake in the commercialism. We had got so far removed from the simplicity of Africa that we became the greatest contributor to consumerism. Black people own the least and spend the most. I'm gonna leave you right there now. I'm gonna leave you right there. We own the least, but spend the most. I'm gonna leave you right there now. And why do we do that? It's medication. It's retail therapy, culinary therapy, social therapy, everything but therapy and life coaching. I got a session in 3 minutes, but that's what it be. And then, like Mandy said, it becomes an addiction. it becomes an addiction. So now we got to go back to more minimalism, necessity, and then being intentional. We got to be intentional. Maurice, God bless you. Welcome to the blessed tribe. And then when we become more intentional, now we're going to get to a place to where we can start to shed all the unnecessary stuff and do more of what needs to be done. And like Joya say, go to mymentor.life. It's not .com. Book your session with a coach. Invest $25. Book your session. Talk to somebody. My client I'm about to coach, I think she signed up for maybe $2,500 worth of sessions, or could have been more. And I have some clients that request Zoom, and so I get on Zoom, which it actually benefits me because I'm able to just lock in like I am right here, and that works. But I'm telling you, it's time. Invest in you. Put you first. I heard a man misquote in the Bible, and he was talking about, oh, we got this selfish society. That's not what Jesus was about. You know, it's about this. The Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And the Bible don't make mistakes. It don't say love your neighbor instead of yourself. It don't say love your neighbor in spite of yourself. You got to take care of you. And so that's what we finna be doing. We finna be going deeper. We gonna be stretching, growing. Tomorrow night we got a financial class, 8 p.m. Going through different types of insurance policies, the pros and the cons, good, bad, and the ugly. So pay attention to your email if you on a student in Tony Gaston Academy. God bless you, Maurice. God bless you. Appreciate you, my brother. Praying for you. But hey, God bless y'all. And I will be in touch. And when I get the opportunity, I'm going to try to make 12. Either a video will be uploaded or I'll be going live if I'm not coaching. Or it might be 11 a.m. because I coach sometimes at 12. God bless you. All the important links in the description. Talk soon.